Alrighty, thank you very much, Mike. Now, as you can see, I'm standing right by the TV set with visuals of us from yesterday's show while we're having What's Up and About. That's because something very interesting happened when we talked about white money yesterday, and also Liquorose from the currently ended Big Brother Naija show, the final installment, let's call it that. Now, I made a comment, and it stirred up a lot of reactions on our Instagram page, and so this is me presenting to you Mazino reads mean comments. I guess you can say that from off of our social media accounts. I'm going to be joined by Titi, of course, and of course, Mike, please, I'm going to need you guys also, need your input. And I'm wondering where all the Liquorose fans were yesterday when this was happening. This is very unfortunate. Titi, did you happen to read through the comments?
I think that I have a rule of, once I see one or two, I scroll past. It's just to keep my own, mental health intact.
Okay.
I just scroll past. But I did note that there were a lot of comments, and I was hoping for the best.
Okay. Well, unlike you, I'm not scared of comments. I actually live for them. Sometimes I think you can take one or two things from what people say, consider it, and perhaps maybe, learn from it. So I'm learning from your comments, but I'm not taking any of them because I don't think you guys actually got what I said. I'm going to read a couple of these comments. What I said yesterday, first off, was that white money might not remain in the limelight as long as his counterpart, Liquorose, would. And we had all sorts of comments, or should I say bashings. I'm going to start with this one. Mandy's Kids Place says, you are not God. Some people are not on the limelight and they're doing so well secretly. LR, whatever that means, has always been on the limelight before
Liquorose.
BBN. Liquorose, I guess. Yeah. Do not compare them, please. Moving on, Ore Nakboju says, can't believe you just said that about someone who got viewers talking from day one. They both would maximize the win. Yeah, okay, cool. Liquorose was famous before going on to the show, so I don't get the point. White money is going for business. And this one here from Babo Shia says, who limelight help? Uncle Mazi is going into business. He's going into business, I think you're trying to say, yeah. And he will be making a long-term money. I'm not arguing that with you. Akinloye Blessing here says, Mr. Limelight and Mrs. Limelight. I think they're referring to you, Titi. Everyone has his or... I'm going to read it like you put it. I'm not going to correct your English.
Yeah.
Everyone has he or her own ways of staying relevant as industry. Please, you people should focus on your own matters and leave white money alone. She goes on, your prediction doesn't make sense. Bad spellings there.
Mazino.
Harmony Ola says, as far as BBN is not based on intelligence or talent, but mostly strategy, I think the most strategic deserves to win. I appreciate that, and I agree with you. Mike, did you read some of these comments from yesterday? I'm going to be coming to you in a minute so you can tell us exactly what you think. We had so many of them. This is Omolukun son here says, the thing is, the industry is different. White money is majorly a businessman, while Liquorose has been a notable entertainer even before the house. More so, if that even happens, he won't be the first. Miracle is the winner of season 3. He is not also in the limelight, and doesn't mean he is not doing fine. Get that? Yeah. So predictions is what is not factual to me. Kind of like they didn't get that maybe because of some of them errors you made, but I think I understand what you're saying here. Yeah. Titi, was there anything you wanted to add to yesterday's comments?
So the truth is, part of our job is to sort of dissect, things we see. And these are things that have been very evident from not only on screen, but then also social media. It's encouraging that people are coming up to stand up for their person, which is good. But please try and think of other contexts in which we could be saying what we're saying. Yeah. This is based on the fact that we've had the opportunity to interview these guys behind the scenes. We've also had conversations with many of them, past winners, and so on. So it's not just a one-off that we're using to make reference to what happens down the line.
Yeah, wow.
Everybody wishes them well, but then we do have the right to our opinions.
I like the way you put it so delicately. On to Mike now, who might not put it delicately, but he's unpredictable. Mike, what did you think?
You said I'm unpredictable, yeah? So what would I say? I like that you made your point quite very clear. Yesterday, I think I differed with you. I felt like, okay, no, I think because of what I see from him. And I like that you made your, and for me, there was nothing wrong with it. Very straight comment, okay, this is what I think. This guy might not be in the limelight because there has been a trend.
Yeah.
And that is something that you have to understand. Trends, of course, I mean, when you look at the past and the present, you can also predict the future. That's something you have to understand. Trends have shown that most of these winners at times, you know, it can be very dicey, you know. So, but yeah, thank you for engaging and interacting with us. That's just all like I say. Like I say, I think Mazino is that kind of a person that these things, just keep them coming. Hey. Like Titi said, once you just throw away.
One key thing is, you know, there are some people, as someone said in the comments, that don't show up on social media all the time after winning. It doesn't mean that they're not doing well. That's not what we were saying. We're talking about remaining in the limelight. That was one thing Mazino was talking about. So there are two different things. We're not saying the person isn't going to do well. In fact, we're going to invite him on the couch one of these days and ask him some of those questions
directly.
Ourselves.
I want to ask him questions like, do you think you're going to continue in the entertainment space for longer than, you know, a few other people? I've got more comments which I'm going to be reading. Some of them, I think I've just skipped past that one, but I'm going to find it. Called us Yeye Britties.
Oh,
I'm going to find it very interesting. I loved it. I loved it. But Mike said something very interesting. Mike, there's something called psychohistory. First, psychohistory looks at the past and then it tries to predict the future. Once you have data, it tells you that this is the way things always goes. More times than one, it's always that direction that it always goes. And that's the way I think. With everything that you've seen in the past and with the actions or habits of the current housemates or just currently past housemates, you've got to see a kind of trend that would follow in this one. So it's not us being derogative to these guys. It's just something plain.
Then it's not a world that was or that is built on hopes and dreams. Yes, hope and dreams are things that you can carry along. You understand? They are concomitant with the walk of life. But like you said, it's based on facts. You put past, you put present, you put them together. And then, of course, some might conjecture, and this is what the future will be like. That's how the world we are in today is built. It was built.
One or two more mean comments here. This is Oluchi002 says, Yeye British Isonu. I don't know what that means. You be God where they give people limelight. Waiting happens to your light. I be NEPA don't quench them. White money will shock all of you. I don't know about NEPA quenching my light. I've been doing this for 20 years, girlfriend. Hey. Fabs Drury here says, obviously, these ones aren't happy white money won. Are you God? Who goes into such a show without a strategy? When it's your turn, don't go with a strategy. Just stay lame and boring. First off, I would not be on Big Brother. No, thank you very much. Maybe as a host, perhaps. I would love that, but no, thank you. In any case, thank you very much for the comments, whether they're mean or whether they are understandable. We actually enjoyed them. Keep them coming. Would love to read some more of them. Mike, wouldn't you like to see one about you?
Yes,
where are all the Liquorose
definitely.
fans?
All the Liquorose fans.
When I have strong opinions on something, this for this one.
Liquorose fans, come out for us.
Okay, for this one, I didn't have so much. I don't know, Mazino, would you describe yourself as a celebrity?
No, I don't think I'm a celebrity. I think I'm a regular guy, and I keep telling people I'm the guy who would see on an Okada.
I'm not going to ask Titi. I'm not going to ask Titi. But
Titi is the celebrity in this place.
Oh, wow, guys. Way to throw me under the bus.
Look, I say it 1,001 times. I'm very that regular guy strolling down the street. I want to chew my granola and biscuits and not be disturbed. Okay? So, yeah, to our celebrity chef in the house.
Hey.
Chef.